Urgent Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Pittsburgh Steelers updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Steelers Nation! Today, we're diving into a story that's been buzzing across the NFL circles, and it's got fans of the black and gold on the edge of their seats. You know, the Steelers have always been a franchise that prides itself on a rich history, a winning culture, and a knack for developing some of the best talents in the league. But now, there's talk of a potential game-changer, a player who could take Pittsburgh's offense to a whole new level, wide receiver Gabe Davis. That's right. The very same Gabe Davis who's been making waves with the Buffalo Bills might be on his way to joining the Steelers. And trust me, this isn't just any rumor. It's a story that could reshape the team's future, and I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about this exciting possibility. So, let's set the scene. Davis, a young, dynamic receiver, has been turning heads in Buffalo. Since entering the league, he's shown flashes of brilliance, especially with his ability to make contested catches and rack up yards after the catch. His speed, size, and hands make him a nightmare for defensive backs. And as the NFL evolves into a passing league, players like Davis are becoming more and more valuable. Teams are constantly looking for that next big playmaker, that guy who can turn a game around in a heartbeat. And right now, the buzz is that the Steelers might be eyeing him as a perfect fit for their offense. But why would the Steelers be interested in Gabe Davis? Well, for starters, this team has a long-standing tradition of developing wide receivers. From Hines Ward to Antonio Brown, and more recently, Juju Smith-Schuster and Chase Claypool, Pittsburgh has a knack for nurturing talent at the receiver position. They have the coaching staff, the infrastructure, and the culture that allows players to flourish. And let's not forget, the Steelers' quarterback situation has been a topic of much discussion lately, especially with the ongoing development of Kenny Pickett. Adding a receiver like Davis could give Pickett a reliable, explosive target, something that the team has been seeking to solidify in recent years. Now, let's talk about the potential fit. Davis's skill set aligns perfectly with what the Steelers need right now. His ability to make big plays down the field could open up the entire offense. Imagine him stretching the field, forcing defenses to respect the deep threat, which in turn could create more underneath opportunities for slot receivers and tight ends. This would give offensive coordinator Matt Canada a lot more flexibility in his play calling. Plus, Davis's yards after catch ability means he can turn short passes into significant gains, adding a dynamic element to the Steelers' attack that they haven't fully exploited in recent seasons. And what about the locker room? The Steelers are known for their tight-knit, disciplined, and competitive environment. Bringing in a player like Davis, who's young but already experienced, could inject some fresh energy into the team. It's not just about the talent on paper. It's also about the locker room chemistry, leadership, and the drive to win. Davis, with his work ethic and hunger to prove himself, could be a perfect fit to complement the existing group of receivers. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, is this even realistic? Well, at this stage, nothing is confirmed. The NFL is notorious for its off-season surprises, and trades or signings are always just around the corner. The fact that Davis's name is being mentioned in connection with the Steelers has sent waves through the NFL community. Analysts are already speculating about how this move could impact the team's prospects for the upcoming season. And for Steelers fans, it's an exciting prospect because it signals that the front office is looking to make bold moves to elevate the squad. Of course, we need to remember that trades involve negotiations, salary cap considerations, and team strategies. The Bills might be reluctant to part ways with a player they see as a key piece in their offense. But if the Steelers can offer the right package, maybe draft picks or a combination of players, this could become a reality. And even if the trade doesn't happen immediately, the mere fact that Davis is being linked to Pittsburgh shows that the team is actively looking to strengthen their roster. Now, let's not forget the context of the current NFL landscape. The AFC North is fiercely competitive. The Bengals, Ravens, and Browns each have their own weapons and defenses. To keep pace and eventually take the division, the Steelers need to maximize their offensive firepower. Adding a player like Davis could be the spark they need. Imagine him lining up alongside George Pickens, who's been developing into a top-tier receiver himself, and a solid group of supporting cast members. This would make the Steelers' offense much more unpredictable and dangerous. And speaking of the current season, the Steelers are coming off a year where they showed resilience and promise. Kenny Pickett's development has been a bright spot, and the team's defense remains one of the league's best. But if the offense can take a leap forward, and adding a playmaker like Davis could be the catalyst, the Steelers could very well be contenders in 2024. Fans are optimistic, and with good reason. The team's front office has a history of making smart moves, and this potential acquisition is just the latest example of that. Now, I want to highlight a bit of the history here. Pittsburgh has always been a franchise that values loyalty, grit, and the ability to adapt. From the Steel Curtain defense in the 1970s to the Super Bowl winning teams of recent years, the Steelers have built their identity around tough, disciplined football. But they've also shown an openness to innovation and seizing opportunities when they arise. Bringing in a talented receiver like Davis would be a nod to that adaptability, showing that the team is willing to evolve and stay ahead of the curve. And let's not forget the fans. The Steelers faithful are known for their passionate support and their unwavering belief in the team's potential. The idea of adding a dynamic playmaker like Davis has sparked excitement across social media and fan forums. Everyone's already imagining the highlight reels, the big catches, and the possibility of seeing him wear the black and gold. It's the kind of move that could energize the entire fanbase and give the team a much-needed boost heading into the season. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe Gabe Davis would be the perfect fit for the team? How do you see him complementing the existing roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers organization. Whether you're excited about this possibility or skeptical, your voice is part of the conversation. Remember, the NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and sometimes, the most unexpected moves turn out to be the most impactful. Looking ahead, if this deal happens, it will signal that the Steelers are serious about contending and making bold moves to strengthen their roster. Davis's arrival could be the piece that helps them unlock a more explosive, unpredictable offense, exactly what they need to challenge the AFC's top teams. And for Davis himself, this could be a pivotal moment in his career. Moving to a storied franchise like Pittsburgh, with its passionate fanbase and winning mentality, could be the environment he needs to truly shine and reach new heights. In the grand scheme of things, this potential transfer is just one piece of a puzzle that the Steelers are trying to assemble for a championship run. The team's management has shown patience and strategic thinking in recent years, building a foundation that combines a dominant defense, a promising young quarterback, and now, hopefully, a revamped receiving core. The addition of a player like Davis could be the catalyst for a turnaround, a move that pushes the team from good to great. As we keep an eye on the NFL news cycle, it's important to remember that nothing is set in stone yet. But the speculation alone is enough to get fans excited. The idea of seeing Davis in black and gold, making those spectacular catches in Heinz Field, is enough to make any Steelers supporter dream big. And whether the deal goes through or not, the conversation around this potential move is a testament to how much excitement there is around the team's future. So, stay tuned, folks. We'll be bringing you all the latest updates as soon as they happen. The NFL offseason is known for its surprises, and the Steelers are no strangers to swinging big when it counts. With their history of turning talented players into stars, I wouldn't be surprised if this story develops into something even bigger in the coming weeks. Keep your eyes peeled, because this could be just the beginning of an exciting new chapter for Pittsburgh's team. And remember, the passion of Steelers fans is what makes this team special. Your support, your voices, your energy, that's what drives this team forward. As we look towards the upcoming season, the hope is that the Steelers will come back stronger, smarter, and more explosive than ever. And who knows? Maybe Gabe Davis will be part of that story. Whatever happens, I promise to keep you updated with all the latest news, rumors, and insights. Because in Steelers country, we never stop believing in the team's greatness. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Davis would be the perfect addition? How do you see him fitting into the team's future plans? Drop your comments below, share your thoughts, and let's keep this conversation going. Your opinion really matters, and it's what makes this community so special. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive into what could be a game-changing move. Remember, I'll be back very soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest from Steelers country. Until then, keep the faith, stay passionate, and as always, let's go Steelers!